Hey guys, and welcome to tutorial number 4. In this tutorial I'm going to talk to you guys about line breaks, paragraphs and headings. So I'm starting with the code from the previous tutorial. So here you can actually see I've got a line of text and it says this is my first website. So if we go to the browser, it actually shows this is my first website. So let me just zoom in on that so you guys can actually see it better. Okay, so what we're going to actually talk about for now is how to jump to a new line. So you guys might actually think that, okay, this is very simple. What I do is just hit enter and say this is a new line, and just go ahead and save that and jump to the browser and refresh it. And okay, so this is actually weird. This is supposed to display on online because I actually went to the trouble of typing this whole code on 2 lines, and for some reason the browser is refusing to actually display it on a new line. What's going on? Well, that's because HTML is white space insensitive. And so basically what I actually mean is that it doesn't actually matter how much space you put in between these 2 lines. In HTML, your browser is just going to take it as, when you try to display this code on your browser or on your web page, it's actually just going to take this whole bunch of space and treat it as if you just hit a space bar. So let's actually go ahead and save this and come here and okay, I want to refresh this, and okay, so nothing happened because what I just said is what happened now. You see, you just type in the first set of text, which is this over here, this line, and it takes up this whole space, and this is just the space, yeah. And next, it brings up the last code and puts it here as this is a new line. So that's how the browser will actually display the text like this. Okay, so to actually create a line break, or to, let's say, move to the next line, you're gonna want to actually add in a new tag, and this tag is called a break tag. So to add in the break tag, let's just go back here and small down sign, BR, greater than sign, and this is what we call a break tag. So the break tag is actually a single tag, and what we actually do back in the days is we're actually supposed to end this off with a /, and presently, because we're using HTML5, this is not a very strict standard anymore, so you can go ahead and leave it off if you don't want to, but if you want to, you can actually add it. I actually like adding because it actually tells me that this is a single tag and I don't need to go ahead and start looking for a closing tag on this page. So you can go ahead and add it if you want to. If you don't want to, you can leave it off. But also, let's go ahead and close this off, because as you can see, this meta tag here is also a single tag because there is no other closing tag, so we just actually go and close it off. So now that we've got that out of the way, let me go ahead and actually save this and go to our browser and refresh. Okay, so you can actually see that we've got a new line. So this is my first website, and here in this place where we put our break tag, it now actually jumps down to a new line, and here it says this is a new line. So that's actually how you create a new line in HTML. Okay, so you might actually be wondering that, okay, if that's how we create a new line, so how do we actually create a paragraph? Okay, let me go ahead and show you guys how to do that. So to create a paragraph, you are gonna actually have to open up a p tag. So you're gonna say smaller than sign p, and just go ahead and hit enter. Then sometimes it's gonna autocomplete that for us, so you hit enter again to automatically indent that for you. And let's go ahead and create a first paragraph. So let's just say this is first paragraph, and okay, so this is the first paragraph. Okay, and whatever you type in this p tags is actually going to be the paragraph. So let's go ahead and create another paragraph, and we're gonna say okay, this is actually gonna be, okay, let's see, second paragraph. And okay, so let's go ahead and save this and see how it's gonna look on a browser. So save, go to the browser, hit refresh. Okay, and you can actually see that it actually worked. So here we've got, this is the first paragraph, then a paragraph space here, and this is the second paragraph. Okay, so this is how you would actually create HTML paragraph. Okay, so now let's just take a look at headings. Okay, for headings we have 6 different type of headings, and headers usually display much larger and bolder on your web page. So to create a new heading, let's actually go and delete all those previous codes. So just delete that. Okay, come here, and let's say to declare a heading, you just say the opening tag, which is h1. So just hit enter, and that's what's committed for us. So we actually have different type of header. As you can see, like I said, we have different type of headers. Here you're seeing h1, so we also have the h2, h3, h4, h5, and h6. So those are the 6 different type of headers we have. So let's go ahead and create those, but first let's give this one a text of first. So say and that. So I think that should be 6. So let's say this is going to be second, and this is going to be third one, this is going to be fourth, this is going to be fifth. Okay, now we're typing where it's the sixth. Okay, so after changing that, let's also go and change the heading. So we're changing to header 2, which is h2, and change this one to 3, which is h3. Change that one to h4. Okay, change the next one h5. Next one here to h6. And okay, so that's it. So let's go ahead and save this and see how it looks on the browser. So let's just refresh, and okay, it's actually looking so big. So let's just actually zoom out and see how it will look normally. Okay, so this is how it should look on your browser normally, because as you can see here, the header 1 has the biggest text. So the header 1 carries the biggest text, followed by header 2, header 3, and that's how it goes down to header 6. So normally we won't actually make use of this 3 or this last 3, because they're really smaller than the normal text. So we actually mostly make use of header 1, 2, and 3, but also it can also depend on the content. So if your website has a bunch of articles and subsections, so you can actually make use of that. If not, these are actually the major 3 that we actually make use of most of the time. So that's it for headers, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for staying to the end of this video. That really means a lot to me. So please, if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful to you. Subscribe to my channel and watch another one of my videos, and I'll see you next time.